One. I think we're live, maybe. Where is
Are
the...
we?
I think? Yeah, we're here. We did it. Perfect the first
Oh,
time, perfect every time. That's how we roll.
apologies in advance to people because my mic is not going to be as good as before. You might hear background noise.
Right. I am trying to pass your mic through some filters on OBS to see if that'll help.
Okay, okay.
I might also be making it worse, so people can let me know how Zyga sounds. But he is at least coming through. We've patched him in from abroad, as it were.
Yeah, I have like all my settings on for everything. So,
Yeah, well,
I'm just using like iPhone headphones.
I mean,
Those iPhone headphones with the microphone on it.
it sounds pretty good. Like considering that is like such like a not the intended. I mean, I don't know. I guess are they like AirPods or something, or are they just like strapless like little headphones?
They're with a cord,
Okay, wow. So
plugs into my laptop.
yeah, I mean it's working though.
It's good.
Uh,
It's good.
Attune says 0 out of 10 streamer. That's coming on pretty hard. Attune. We've barely even started. I don't know if you can really give us a 0 out of 10 yet. Lolly used Galaxy Bud headphones for Elden Ring before I realized I could try my husband's headset. I mean, that's again like it. I think nowadays like it's kind of shocking how good the audio can be. Like even like on basic stuff. Like I actually, this is a whole aside, but I bought a lapel mic recently. Um,
A
like like
lapel mic.
like I think it's called like a lavalier mic too. It's like those like little like those like wireless microphones you can like clip to your shirt so you like move around while you talk.
Why did you get that?
For secret projects in the future. But yeah, it costs like $30. It sounds awesome. Like it sounds almost as good as like my nice XLR mic. And then like if I pass it like through like some audio stuff when editing, like it's great. It's like it's crazy we can do these days.
Do you, when you like put it on you and turn it on, you'll have to like have your pinky out?
Pinky out, what? Is that the extra
Because
for extra
you're
fancy?
fancy for extra fanciness.
Yeah, of
I
course.
have the lavalier mic out.
Yeah. Well, like what you do is you hold it obnoxiously rather than like actually like stick it on your lapel. That way people know that you have a cool microphone, so you can like make sure like you're appropriately like showing it off to the camera. Like, oh look at this. Oh, hey, we got Tune to change your mind. 10 out of 10 now. That's a pretty good improvement. Got a whole extra 10 digits.
Gray says he's 6 inch tall. Is this the truth?
6 inch.
No, 6 foot tall. Sorry, you are not 6 foot tall.
I super total. What do you mean I'm not? I am.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
It's on my driver's license. What do you mean?
You are not 6 foot tall.
Wait, what the heck do you think I am then? Like,
You're as tall as I am.
what? No.
Yeah, dude, you're as tall as I am. You're like six. I don't know, not six. 5'10", 5'11".
I on my driver's license. I'm 6. I went the got the doctor thing and everything. Like, what do you mean?
Look. We all know we fudge numbers on our driver's license. Okay.
Gray's 5 foot confirmed. I'm not a liar. I will. I can post a heavily edited and redacted photo of my driver's license to Discord.
That doesn't mean anything though. On your driver's license, you can just like write in. They don't tell you. They don't give you a thing that says, "Here is how tall you are.
I had to
Here's
like
how much
stand
you
next.
weigh."
I
You
had
have
to
to
stand like next
guess.
to a thing. What do you mean? There's like a thing that
What?
there's a thing you stand next to. Like,
No, not when I went the other day. I went on
hmm,
in January, at least like what I remember.
hmm. I have my
Yeah, did you have
shoes
your
on.
shoes on?
I mean,
When you
whatever,
measured yourself, did you have your shoes on?
whatever. I've been 6 foot since like high school. But
I'd
whatever.
have to see you again in person. But I swear you were just the same height as me.
Whatever. Anyway,
Truth comes out, one way or another.
Tunes this bald faced lie. It's not. I've been 6 foot for like my entire adult life. Like it's something I very much know that I am. Like it's old age. Get out of here. This is why I was making up numbers, because even when I said the real number, no one's gonna believe me anyway. But anyway, how are you doing, Zyga?
I'm doing fine. I've been not having best the best week as um I said, but I am coming from the beautiful and surprisingly clean Las Vegas, Nevada.
Hmm.
Well, it's actually Henderson, Nevada. It's like
Oh,
adjacent. It's adjacent to Las Vegas. But Las Vegas is like the strip is like maybe like 30 minutes by car away
that's
or a little bit less.
that's not bad.
Yeah. With all the traffic, it's probably yeah. No, I didn't see the dome. I didn't see any One Piece pictures on the dome. But
Oh
I haven't
man.
been able to go to the dome.
Oh man.
Uh but yeah. I'm here in Nevada for in Las Vegas for training for my work.
Wow.
And I'm here for 2 weeks. I came last uh on like not not this last Sunday, but the Sunday before.
Mm-hmm.
And um had that week, and then this is my last week, and I should be leaving on Saturday. So
Very cool.
yeah, I've just been doing stuff. Uh haven't really done too much on this trip. I went twice, I think. I went to Fremont Street once, and then I went to like Excalibur and Luxor area once.
Hmm.
But that's about it. So I haven't really been doing much. I did Gamba a little bit.
Gasp.
I won $60, and then
Wow.
I promptly took that $60 and then flushed it down the drain.
Well, that's the way of it.
And I broke even, and then I was like, once I got my $20 back that I put in, I was like, you know what? This is this is enough.
No, yeah. I mean, I don't know. There's definitely not really winning when it comes to like I don't know. I think yeah,
Yeah,
the best you can kind of hope for is to kind of like have like an even wash of like you didn't lose anything.
yeah. And somewhat regret not taking the $60 because I could have got like a video game or something. But I just like took it and like tried out different machines and stuff, and that's about it. So yeah, that's been my week. The work stuff has been pretty oof. Been pretty tough, but um, yeah.
Hmm.
I was able to spend all of yesterday and the day before watching anime though.
Yeah, that sounds productive.
Yep, all I did was either
Good
sit
use
in
of
the
time.
bed or sit in a chair and then watched anime.
Did you ever lay on the floor for just variety? Uh,
But anyway,
man.
how's your week been?
I'm doing pretty good. I think I don't know, kind of what I was telling you off the air, I guess. And I don't know what I've kind of been talking about a little bit on the stream, anyways. Just I've got that fitness thing I'm doing that is so fun, but hopefully worth it. I just got to survive like another 5 months in 1 week, and then I'm gonna be super square, and everyone's gonna respect me. I can finally pick all the bar fights I want and win. I assume that's how that works anyway. But
I'm pretty sure it doesn't, but pretty
but
sure you just get run over in a bar fight.
no, no, no. They'll be so impressed, and they'll be
No,
like,
no,
"Oh, no, you."
everyone will be coming after you because you would just say something that's completely wrong, and then everyone would just get mad.
No, I'll say I'll state facts that everyone agrees with, and be like, "Wow, this guy is really knowledgeable and swole."
Uh-huh.
You know, it's gonna be a great, wonderful
Right.
time. So, um, but no, yeah. I mean, other than that, like, I definitely haven't had all the excitement you've been up to. I've just been chilling, still in Utah, I guess. But
I kind of miss it. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah,
I'd rather be at home right now. I'll be 100% honest with you. I
no, I mean,
cannot wait until Saturday.
yeah, I mean, it is one of those things like I can imagine the novelty of it wears off after a few days. Like, oh, I'm in a different place. This is kind of cool. And then it's like, I'm still here. Like, huh. Especially since like your trip is like 90% like work related, so it's not like you're just partying it up all day every day. In
Yeah,
Lala, I think
yeah,
you stay square once you get square. It's automatic. Anyway, sorry.
yeah. My work thing. They're pretty strict. They're like 100% strict on everything, and they're like, if you're and there's a bunch of penalties if you like mess up, like if you go out to eat or well, not go out to eat, like go uh I don't know, like go drinking and have like a great time and like come home drunk and stuff like that. They're really frowned upon that. And you have to be like during the weekdays, they want you to be in your rooms around 10, kind of like a soft curfew. They can't
Right.
force you to do anything, but they're just like, we really don't want you to do this.
Right. That that's kind of yeah. 'Cause, I mean, it is like you're presumably all a bunch of adults, so it's like they really can't tell you what to do off the clock. But
Yeah.
I can get that they want you to be showing up in the morning not hungover. So I guess that's
Yeah,
somewhat fair.
and we're technically government officials, so like they want you to be respectful and even when you're not in uniform, just to be uh, you know, a good citizen, I would say.
Yeah. I mean, I guess makes sense.
Yeah. Well,
Jen,
anyway, Jen, I actually don't know that myself.
it's true. I don't know if I've ever have you seen it all like where I moved to since I
No, I
moved?
haven't. You said we were going to like meet up and like you were going to show me, but that never happened.
Yeah, when are we gonna? You gotta come over. Like, you could come over tomorrow. Just drive over here real quick.
I'm yeah, I'll just drive over really quick. I'll teleport.
Yeah, big preach.
Oh my goodness. So
Yeah, Jen's
what
looking to fight
happened?
me for some reason.
What happened with in this past couple weeks has have
I,
your chat just like flooding with like this.
I think I've been playing
I feel like
Shadowbring.
I'm missing. I feel like I'm missing something. I'm feeling.
I've been playing Shadowbringers and telling them the truth, and they can't handle it.
Oh no! Is the takes gotten even worse? Please, please tell me that
No,
the takes have gotten worse.
I finally figured out how to enjoy Shadowbringers properly, and apparently I'm enjoying it wrong, and everyone's mad at me.
Oh my
The
goodness. It's
important thing is
gotten
that I'm
worse,
having a
hasn't it?
delightful time. Jen, why
Oh,
would you do this to me? Emmett should either make new friends or died with. Look, I gave him a choice. I didn't say he had to
what
die.
the?
It was options.
Oh my gosh. I need
Just
a second. I need a second to process that. I need a second to process that.
look. He's done nothing but tell me filthy lies and think he's so cool. So there.
How has he been telling you lies?
He has told me nothing but half truths, making up stories about how Heidelin's not good and how the world used to be whatever, and it's all not true. Doesn't make sense.
Oh my goodness. I don't think I could. I don't think I could take this right now. I don't think I could take it.
This punishment I have to become a Lala. Oh no.
Honestly, true.
The problem is
If
like,
at the end of if the at the end of Shadowbringers he's still like this, it is a punishment at this point.
well, the problem is Jen actually does have a blank check. He won a challenge last year, and he never cashed that in. So I guess if he's real about that, I might have to do that. But I listen to the dialogue a little bit. As long as it's a character I like, I'll listen.
Oh my
So
gosh.
like if I'm talking or Thancred's talking,
Does he still do the thing where you like jump around in circles right after a conversation, forget all about what happened in that dialogue, and then go into the next cutscene,
no.
and you're like, "Oh, I can't believe they didn't say anything about this X thing." And they literally said it in the last one, but you forgot about it because you were talking and
No.
jumping around in circles.
My memory's strong. I hear something I don't like, I pretend it's a lie. I don't pretend. Well, I think you're underestimating my powers of denial. I've been strengthening those for years. I propose the things he doesn't like and ignores the rest of the conversation. It's true. I pay attention to the plot, to the problems, and demand they be fixed to my satisfaction. But anyway, we're not talking about 14 today. Thank goodness, because I'm getting tired of being yelled at about that. It's doing incredible psychic damage to me.
I wonder why though. I wonder why it's happening.
I know Jen's real about it. I don't even know how to Fanta. Someone's gonna have to show me how that works. Kind of deserve it. No, I deserve only happiness in life. I'm a good person.
Oh, that now that's debatable.
No, Zag, I've been such a good friend to you these past few years. What do you mean? We talk at least once a month.
Twice a month. Twice a month on this podcast.
It's true. Look, get your character naked, drink the poison on the
We
main
were
screen.
supposed to go get food, but then you like never did anything.
Well,
You're
I
like, "Oh, I can't. I can't."
I
I was like,
couldn't
"Oh,
that
all
day.
right."
I could have done it this past weekend, but I guess you were elsewhere. So
Oh yeah, I guess I'm elsewhere.
yeah, you didn't.
A
You
whole
did.
different state.
Yeah, and then you're like, nah, man, I don't want to drive that far. I was like, we could meet in St.
Oh man.
George. It's like halfway.
St. George. Oh my goodness. Oh my god.
Anyway,
I was trying to make a St. George segue into anime, but I couldn't think of it on the spot.
it's such a clear and obvious segue. What do you mean? I set that up for you. It was like a softball pitch.
It was a softball pitch that was being pitched to first base. I'm like,
Anyway,
why are you throwing the ball in that direction? I'm over here.
gotta keep him guessing. Trigun is the most St. George anime. I mean, you're not wrong, G Silver. Also, hello.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I can't see Twitch chat, so you have to tell me.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've got them combined finally. I finally found an app
My
that combines them.
my MacBook Air can only do so much. Okay.
Yeah, that's fair. Anyway, so apparently next stream we're becoming a Lala. Anyway, the important thing is today we're here to talk about anime.
Finally,
So,
talking about anime.
have you ever watched anime before, Zyga?
Doing a lot more than you.
Hey, I watched Space Dandy last week.
Space Dandy's all right.
What? It's pretty good. It's kind of funny.
Yeah. Well, it's been a while. It's been a while since I watched it, so I can't really say anything. Saw it
Man,
weekly. Remember? I don't think you
I,
were
f-
there.
I forgot you're ancient.
Yeah, I saw it
The
weekly, so I can't
the
really say anything.
prehistoric Blu-ray group.
Yeah.
Geez, what is anime? I thought it was a video game podcast. I mean, we could talk about
Oh,
video game animes. I watch Nichijou. Watch an episode of Nichijou every week.
you're watching Nichijou every week? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
it's off,
When's
off
free run?
balance. Huh?
When's free
Uh,
run?
so we're finishing Space Dandy probably tomorrow, and then I guess if it is insisted upon, we will start free run the following week.
Please force him to watch free run. So good.
I'm trying to see if there's like somebody that's like doing like a free run abridged on YouTube because I feel like that'd be a much better way to experience the show.
Oh my goodness gracious. Oh,
Yeah,
all right.
Lala's been
Okay,
like
good.
the boss of anime night for some reason. Since we will. I don't
All
like
right,
those all
good.
caps. That seems ominous.
Good, good, good.
Anyway, Lala didn't pick Space Dandy.
As long as Gray never gets to pick, then I think it will be a good anime night.
I mean, I picked when we watched Delicious in Dungeon for a couple episodes. I feel like that was a decent choice.
I'm actually thinking of watching that tonight.
It's pretty decent. Like, not gonna lie. Like, I'm pretty excited for. I don't know if I can't remember if it's like a season 2 or like a split core situation, but there's gonna be more soonish.
Yeah.
Record of Lotus War and CG free runs face over part to make Deanla to mimic. No choice since I have no control. It's my server. I should have all the power.
I don't think so. I think everyone else holds the power in this relationship.
No, I am the alpha.
You're the alpha male.
It's true. I've been watching so many like YouTube videos explaining like how to like manifest alphatude.
Oh my gosh, are you serious? Are you serious?
Yeah, well, I
You
gotta
can't
become.
you
I,
can't
I, I gotta be a
you
gym
can't
bro.
dude, are please tell me you're lying. Please tell me that was a joke. Please tell me that was a joke.
I'm not
Was it a joke?
short. I'm so tall. My head scrapes every ceiling I walk beneath. Anyway, we're talking about what was the topic tonight, Psycho?
Oh my gosh, it was what was it again? It was something about yeah, it was if you were stuck on a desert island, had to pick three shows, and I guess some we'll throw some uh honorable mentions in there at the end. But like three shows, and those are the only shows you can watch on the desert island. You have to
Mm-hmm.
watch them for a long time. They're like your go-to. And the stipulations were that it couldn't be anime over 100 episodes because if it was, you could just be like, oh, I'm just gonna take One Piece. Oh, I'll just take Bleach or whatever, Hunter x Hunter, Yu Yu Hakusho, whatever.
Black Clover.
Yeah. So, uh, it has to be something that's under 100 episodes.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, do you have your choices selected upon?
Yes, I do. And I kind of like took mine kind of by genre.
Okay.
I categorized mine as like one that's like an action, then one that's romantic, and then one that's kind of like overall fun.
Okay.
And
Fair.
honestly, I the last one I was trying to decide between if I wanted to get a lewd one, like an etchy one, or if I wanted just to get just one that was fun.
Fair, fair.
So I kind of went more of the lines of fun, but it does have its etchy moments.
Hmm.
But yeah, those are the categories that I thought in my brain. And I tried not to pick ones that I've been talking about a whole lot that are like ones in my like top 25 or something like that. I still have picked a couple that are in my top 25, like two of them, but try not to hit on the same shows every single time.
Sure. Yeah. And I mean, I tried to different. I didn't have any categories. That would have been smart. But I try to pick a few that I really like, and I could definitely rewatch many a time,
Yep.
but not ones that have been talked nigh unto death.
Yeah. Like
So
Dangers of My Heart.
I could watch just that show every day and be happy.
Yet he still hasn't seen season two.
Like you gotta savor these things.
Uh-huh, sure. Sure. The
You have to
excuses
be you
are
have to be
piling up.
emotionally ready for how impactful it will be upon my life.
Right.
Also, I actually I will be watching anime again soon. I've been setting things up. I've been planning. I've got I've got motivation for actually watching anime again, at least more
Well, I'm
regularly.
glad you.
So
Well, I'm glad you finally have motivation,
yeah, so
just
hopefully,
like Virgil.
yeah, exactly. I watched somebody play every single Devil May Cry in a row. I was like, now I found it. No,
Why didn't you get your own motivation and play it yourself?
that's too much motivation. Could watch anime during workouts. No, dude, I'm working out so hard. Also, watching anime. Well, I guess I don't know. I could do that. I've been listening to audiobooks when I work out. I could
Let's
try to
see.
watch something, I guess, but no. Who's making me read? We don't. I don't have a way to see the the redeems in this screen because Zyga covers them with his torso. Somebody just redeemed the read redeem, so I have to read more One Piece. I am officially NES Lobby though, or not NES Lobby. It's Impel Down or whatever
Yeah.
that thing. They've exited the train. They're finally at there as of the last chapter I read. So making progress on that at least.
You mean what?
It's NES Lobby Baka apparently. Baka.
Oh, I was like, what? It built down. That's
I don't know. They were
what?
talking about both of them next to each other. So like, there's like you go to NES Lobby and then you're sent to Impel Down. So like, is it the
Well,
same
yeah, that's
place?
yeah.
4
They're
arcs
close
away.
to each other.
They're like on top of each other. How is it 4 arcs away? What's gonna happen for the next 3 arcs? Don't make me read more. Who's doing this? I can't see your names.
I'm glad
Reveal
I'm covering it.
yourselves.
I'm glad I'm covering this up.
How dare you?
I'm not even gonna
Stewie.
ask about your opinions on NES Lobby so far. I don't even want to know. I
I
cannot hear. I'm temporarily deaf out of both ears.
just finished Wanza's noodle fight. Yeah, I'm a few chapters ahead of you, G Silver. But anyway, so that's the stipulations for this query. And I guess if for those who want to play along, you can also think about your three anime you would bring to a desert island. Because I'd be curious to see what other people like to watch it endlessly on repeat. But so, who wants to start this off?
Since you started off last time, I guess I'll start off this time.
That's fair.
So the
Oops.
first one that I chose
Oh, the suspense.
was Konosuba.
Oh.
And, particularly because the most recent season is probably the funniest thing on planet Earth. I'm not gonna lie.
The funniest on planet Earth.
Yeah,
That sounds pretty funny.
it's way better than I think Nichijou. To be honest, it's basically isekai sitcom. It's
I got kicked off the stream. Okay, well now we're back. I don't know, somebody sent me away. I have a redeem that temporarily ends the stream. Oh, Zyga,
Why?
you're gone. I don't know. I don't like this, though. Oh, what the hey?
what's
Ooh,
going on?
I need to fix that. No one's ever redeemed that on this screen. Apparently, it sends me back to this other screen instead. I'll need to fix that.
You have a broke. I am broke. Oh
It's
my
not super broken. It's a little broken. I think they could still hear you. I think.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. Everybody, raise your hand if you could still hear Zyga.
Okay, they could probably still hear me.
Jen broke the stream. Jen, it was you. You kicked me off. How could you? Anyway, sorry. You can talk about Konosuba again. I'm really
Yeah,
apologetic.
Konosuba. It's basically like a sitcom, like an American sitcom, but infinitely more funny and no laugh tracks. But just honestly about like four idiots trying to like do adventure stuff, and they're so bad at it, but they kind of like fail upwards. It's so funny, and like the fact that Kazuma is like is the main character, and he's just like this. He's just such a terrible person. And he's
Yeah.
so unabashedly unashamed about it.
Yeah.
Like I remember at one point in the newer season, like someone comes up to him and is like, "You have to help me get like these like ancient relics and stuff." And oh no, she was like trying to get him to do something, and he's like, he closes his ears. And he's like, "I'm not doing this. You are not going to make me do anything like that. I'm not going to help you. I just want to do my own thing." And she's like, "But this will help everyone, and you could save so many lives." And he's like, "I'm not gonna do this."
Yeah.
He's just closing his ears the entire time, and makes her go away. And then she tries to come back. It's so funny. It's so funny. It's hard to quantify like how like funny it is without like getting into it and watching it.
Right. No, yeah, I mean, and honestly, like, to be fair, like, I mean, Cosmo's probably the worst, but I mean, all four of them are kind of terrible people, like, in their own
Oh, yeah,
special
they are.
ways.
They
Like,
are. Like
there's, like, different shades of terrible.
oh yeah, definitely, definitely. And yeah, I've gotten a kick out of this newest season. It's honestly 10 out of 10 so far. And I can't wait for more.
Nice. Yeah.
It's probably the best isekai in my opinion.
I mean, it's really funny. It's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
And it actually, like, has, like, a pretty, like, decent story kind of underlining it, too. Which
Yeah,
is nice.
decent.
Like, it's at least, like... I'm writing that down. Okay. Yeah, like, it's an above average, like, isekai story with way above and beyond, like, comedy.
Yeah. I
Bye,
agree. I
Jen.
agree.
And Megumin
Yeah.
does have a hat, G-Silver, you're right.
Yep. Megabine does have a hat, and it's crucial to her performance.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's a pretty decent choice.
Yeah. And I wouldn't mind like watching that over and over again because it's just when I'm like thinking of something that would I would watch over and over again, I would think of something that would just like make me happy and like not think about the situation I'm in, stuck on a desert island.
Sure, sure. And honestly,
Like,
comedy is very rewatchable, I think, compared to like other genres.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that was my first one.
Fair.
Pretty tame, pretty tame.
Acceptable choice. I shall follow this up with a very reasonable choice as well, then, so we can stay balanced and even. I shall reveal the world God only knows. This
Oh yeah, this one.
this is one that I really like. I know you're. I realize you're more lukewarm on it, but
Okay, okay. I'll continue and I'll give my opinion at the end.
sure, sure. Yeah. So this is kind of like my fun one that I would want to bring because I mean this is like for one like it's a very nostalgic one for me. Like all three seasons plus the OVAs. Like this is like probably like one of the first like harem type shows I ever watched.
Yeah.
And it's still honestly like as far as like a harem like show, it's like it's really good. It's got a lot of heart in it compared to like what a lot of that genre tends to be. It's kind of like an anti-harem show in a lot of ways because it's really only about one girl at a time. But
Yeah.
but it's really funny. Characters are really good. I mean, the manga's a little bit better, honestly, but I mean, the anime is still a pretty decent adaptation overall. Also, hi Smo. Smo says that I picked better than Zyga. That's nice of him. That's what I'm
Wow.
choosing. That's what I'm
I
choosing to interpret based from his high.
no, I do not see that in his interpretation. I was like, wow. Then I like looked at the chat and I'm like, he didn't say that.
No, Smo.
Putting words in his mouth.
Smo. We know each other so well now. I can read what you mean in like in between the text.
Yeah.
So anyway, but no, yeah. So this would be the one I'd want to pick. Like it's a funny one. Kama is like still like one of my all time favorite like protagonist characters. There's a lot like lots of the side supporting characters are really good. I still love. I mean, the other part like why I picked the show is because the canon episodes have like really good music in them, and I like having access to good music if I'm gonna be stuck on an island. And
Honestly,
then
that's worth thinking about. That is worth thinking about.
so yeah, and it's just like it's a fun show. Like it's I don't know, I like it. So there you go. Even to my ring and index finger. Ah, Smo, it's kind of blurry for some reason. That's so weird. It's not getting through my filters. It's so strange. Yeah.
Everyone is just attacking you today.
I don't know
Uh,
why. Like I've done nothing to belittle any of their hobbies of recent note.
no, I think you have, but
Oh,
so many times over. But we're
I've
getting
I've
off track.
I've
We're
only
getting off
spoken
track.
my truth. All right, so that's my quickie firstie.
The the world God only knows. I
Yeah,
need to give my opinion on this
sure thing, real quick.
because I really liked season 1 and 2. I just think they mishandled the anime after that.
No, the final season they condensed a lot of manga and kind
Yeah,
of like
yeah.
skipped a lot to be quite frank.
Yeah, I remember I read the
So,
manga after like watching season 1, I think.
hmm
And um and I enjoyed it so much that I just read the manga and then I got caught up with the manga at one point and then season 2 came around and then season 3 happened and then all like so much was skipped and I was just irritated. I was like, I really like this, but the adaptation is just not to my liking.
No, and that's pretty fair. Like season 3 is definitely it's it's still fine, but like especially if you know what's in the manga, it is kind of like a letdown to be like, man, there was a. Cause I think there's like a whole arc they skip even. Like there's a lot of stuff they just like
Yep.
kind of go past.
Yep.
Man,
Yeah, I agree, Smo. Like I forgot season three existed as well. I forgot the Goddess arc was animated, um but yeah, for me, I would just like stop at season two and then just read the manga.
yeah. Which is a shame because like the first two seasons are legitimately like really good adaptations. Like it's such a
Yeah.
weird thing that they just like dropped at the ball so hard. But anyway,
But
it's overall so like watchable though that I'd be fine
it is.
with having it. So
It Yeah, it honestly is. It's fresh and Emma's a really good protagonist. And Elsie is a good sidekick.
she's the best and must be protected.
Or firefight or fire
Fire
trucks.
trucks, yeah. God, I've been trying to like find like a really good like Elsie quote for a redeem on stream actually because she says some really funny things. But anyway, there you go. So that's my first choice. Balls in
Oh,
your
cool.
court, a Zyger.
I'll probably go with my action one. I was trying to think of a good action one, and I was trying to decide between two. Um, the first one I was thinking of was Code Geass, but
Mm.
I decided against that because I was thinking I want an action show that would be fun, kind of going with my theme of being fun and trying to forget about being on a desert island by myself or whatever.
Sure. Presumably not having
so
a great time otherwise.
so fun and also like the comedy in there as well. Obviously, gonna choose Gurren Lagann.
Oh.
Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann.
How do you spell
Probably
grain?
probably the
Ah.
probably the best mecha show in my opinion.
Wow. Bold words.
Um, just because it's just so fun and so over the top that it's just a joy. It's a treat. 26 episodes of fantastic, fantastic manly spirit
Yeah. It's
and
27 episodes technically.
punching, and yeah, there's not much to say. Like it's Gurren Lagann. It's like it's so over the top. It's fantastic.
Fair.
When a show like runs on rule of cool, that's and the rule of cool is like so cool that it's like um that it blinds you from everything else. That's my type of show.
Fair. Yeah, I mean, I still need to watch Gurren Lagann at some point. I've never seen it, but it sounds pretty
What?
cool.
Wait. What?
And I've
What did you just say?
I've got on my plan to watch list. I'll get to it eventually.
Wait. You've never seen Gurren Lagann?
No, I like almost as a rule of thumb, I tend to like avoid mech shows, but
Why?
I don't know. Like I've never really gotten into them. Like Code Geass was fine because it wasn't primarily a mech show, but
What's wrong with mech shows?
like nothing wrong with them per se. It's just like they usually just have like I don't know too much fighting and not enough story. At least like story that I like. Well, I mean, I'll probably watch Gurren Lagann at some
I
point.
I need to refill my water. Hold on a second. I
Okay. Are you fleeing the
need to
podcast?
refill my water, please. Oh my gosh.
All right, good luck. Box is very big and he'll be able to fight with limited resources. Jeez. Has a bit of that old school camera shots with Yoko, but overall very, very good. Tattoon says what? Smoke says next on Anime Night. Very few mech shows, primarily about mechs. He says Gurren Lagann is late Gynax Proto Trigger at its best. After Free Princess Tattoon. Gundam series is all political, says Smo. Yeah, that's why like I never really got into Gundam because like it's a lot of like political stuff. It's all about warfare. I'm really not like. Here's the thing: is like this. This probably like comes off really weird. Like I'm really not into sci-fi. Like it's not my favorite genre. Like generally
I,
speaking,
I,
like
I don't know why you don't like sci-fi. Sci-fi is so good.
I mean there is some sci-fi I like, but like I've always like on the spectrum I guess of things like I've always like leaned more towards like liking fantasy.
Like your whole shtick is like racing UFO
Yeah, but
aliens.
that's science fact, Zyga. Very different.
Oh my goodness. I don't want to
I
hear this,
I
dude.
don't
I
want to.
don't want to.
Why would I want to like watch shows with like fake science when I can like read stories on Reddit about real things that are happening right now beneath the
All right.
desert floor of Nevada?
All right. Here it is.
So many
Grayson
alien
full of
bases.
Grayson full of contradictions, Alan.
It's not a contradiction. What do you mean?
It is.
It's impossible. Osmosis Steins Gate. I don't know if I think I have seen. Wait, have I seen Steins Gate? I feel like I've started to watch that. I'm trying to think if I finished it.
Grayson Allen UFO.
Look, first of all, it's
Doesn't
pronounced
like
UFO.
sci-fi.
Look,
Doesn't even like sci-fi.
look. I will read so many books about the Roswell crash, but it is such a slot. Like my problem with like sci-fi is that so much of sci-fi is cynical and like pessimistic about the future. And fantasy tends to lead the opposite direction, be like more like optimistic and like positive about the human spirit and the will to improve things. But sci-fi is always just like things are going bad from worse, and I just like don't have the energy for that.
I don't know what fantasy shows you've been watching, but they're pretty much the same.
I mean, if you're talking about like popular fantasy, sure, like because apparently the entire world loves darkness except for me. Like I don't know, I want to watch fun stuff. I want to watch Isekai Knockout. Like I don't want to watch like I don't know Overlord. But anyway, Gurren Lagann sounds like a pretty
Uh,
cool show. I respect you.
yeah,
I heard
yeah.
the I hear the
It's a
robot
pretty
has
good show.
sunglasses.
Yeah, the robot has sunglasses. They throw universes at each other. You know,
Yeah, it
it's
sounds really neat.
it's great.
I'm sure I'll watch it eventually. I'm sure at some point someone will make me watch it.
Yeah.
So it'll happen. I'm sorry.
All
Dark just
right,
makes the bright
I
brighter.
forgive
No, it
you
just
this
makes
once.
everything dark. Smo, what do you mean? That, that's one of those, like nonsense things people just say. It doesn't mean anything. Anyway,
See, Smo is speaking words of truth right now.
it's just
You
like
should
random things that old timers say when they're forcing their kids to sow oats in the middle of the night.
it's like when Frodo like in like when he's all alone in despair because he's about to get eaten by a spider and he reaches for the light, the small little light
Yeah,
makes everything brighter.
I mean it's Lord of the Rings is okay. I liked The Hobbit better. The Hobbit
Oh
was the
my,
best of those books.
are you kidding me right now?
I mean, I've never seen the movies. Honestly, like I've read the books are
Oh,
fine.
you haven't seen the movies. You wait, what?
What's up?
You haven't seen Lord of the Rings?
I've seen like bits and pieces. I played the PS2 games. That got me the most of the majority of the story, I'm sure.
Wait. You've never seen Lord of the Rings all the way through?
I don't think so. I've probably seen like a combined total of like 1 hour between the three of them. Just because like they used to just like randomly like play like on cable or like at people's houses in the background during like parties. But
What? I, dude, those were like, like, in my opinion, like the greatest movies of all time.
no, I've heard really good things about them. I've watched some video essays about them. They seem like they're pretty well made.
Yeah, and they're like extended versions, like have like this like really neat video documentary about how they made the movies, and it's like 4 hours long or something like that, and it goes into detail, extreme detail about every single process, how to
Right.
make a movie, and that like inspired me as a kid.
See, I would be much more interested in watching like a behind the scenes. I think because I do love that kind of stuff. I just again, Lord of the Rings is just like so much fighting. Like there's always fighting
It's
stuff.
fighting for a reason. There's reasons things happen. You can't just have no conflict.
I would say that the entire slow life genre disagrees. You can have zero conflict and still have a great time.
Oh boy. All right. What is your next anime?
My next anime is so good, everyone loves it. Uh, we're gonna talk about Gegege no Kitaro. Everyone's favorite. We've all watched the show 100 times, I'm sure already. There's very little to
Isn't
even
this
be
a
said.
isn't this a dark show?
Not really. I mean, well, the '60s series, yeah, '60s series is messed up. Um, the more modern remake is moderately less messed up, but it's overall much more optimistic, I think, which I like because it's about because Gegege no Kitaro, he's a trying to think of what to compare it because like essentially it's like he's always like summoned from the yokai world in order to solve problems that are happening within the human world in terms of like conflict between like yokai and humans, and he's like the intermediary that deals with the issues. And it's pretty fun show. It's a it's also got 97 episodes, so giddy giddy, but technically within the constraints.
Yeah, you're barely pushing it.
Yeah, I know I am, but no, it's like I don't know. It's just like I haven't actually watched the whole series, but I've loved what I have seen of it. I've probably like watched like the first season ish of it, so I guess there's like another like 4 seasons I still need to see.
Yeah.
But it's really fun. Like, and it's like it's kind of episodic, but there's also like character development that happens. There's like a kind of a main cast, like reoccurring characters, and I don't know. It's got like a really good like aesthetic to it. Like the music for it is really good. Like it's got like really good like old timey Japanese kind of soundtrack to it. Like I'm trying to remember what that instrument's called. Like the it's not a guitar, but like their version of like a it's not like a mandolin either. I'm trying to think what it's called. But like a lot of music like uses like that thing, like other just like old school like instruments to do it. So like it's got like a really cool feel, and
Yeah.
it's I don't know, it's a fun show, and it's definitely long enough to be able to keep me busy for a while.
Yeah, it will keep you busy. It's barely on the edge, but I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
Yeah,
I remember we tried watching like an episode or two of like the remake or whatever it was,
yeah,
in the Blu-ray group or whatever, the group that we
right.
were in. But I don't remember any of it.
That's fair. It's definitely like it's not for everybody, for sure. Like, it's definitely it's up my alley because it's very much like the paranormal. Like, it's kind of Scooby Doo. It's kind of like Courage the Cowardly Dog. I don't know. There's like it's just like got that weirdness to it, kind of creepy. But
Yep.
but yeah, pretty fun show. I like it.
Yeah, yeah,
Grandpa's
yeah.
first anime. Honestly, like part of like why I really like the show is like I lived like when I lived in Japan, I lived in like in the city like where where the series like started, like the original manga, like the mangaka was from that city. And even like 70 years later, that entire city's like super obsessed with it because it's like the only thing that ever happened there. It's like their
Was it
one thing.
Hamada?
Yeah, Hamada.
Hamada? Hamada.
And so they even still
Yeah.
have like they still have like Gegege no Kitaro stuff like all over the town. You can see. Oh, would have been probably would have been a party to go there in 2018 when the show like was remade. But anyway,
Hmm. All right, all right. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
yes, Zyga's allowed it. It's safe.
Yep.
All right, what's your next one, boss?
My next one is going to be pretty on the nose for everything that I like in a show.
Uh
Um, it's I think, in my opinion,
oh.
um, it has a decent amount of seasons.
Okay.
Um, it is Love is War.
Ah, I've heard of this show.
Kaguya-sama Love is War.
Ah, the
I think
manhwa.
it's I think mono no. But yeah, I've actually been so I recently I've been going through my top 25
Mm-hmm.
and kind of like top 10. I've been trying to like move
Oh, this is
things
season
around
two.
because there's some shows that I've been like rewatching that I'm kind of like reevaluating to see if it really truly belongs there.
Mm-hmm.
It get is supposed to have the rating that it does for me.
Sure.
Um, so and the more I like rewatch Kaguya and stuff like that, I like want to rewatch it like once a year.
Yeah.
It's it honestly holds a special place in my heart just because it's so good. It's like the relationship between the main characters and all the antics that go on, the inner battles between the two main characters. Like I've talked at length about Kaguya-sama on this podcast, so I'm not gonna
Mm-hmm.
go like super into it because I just sing the praises of this all the time. But yeah, I've like moved it like all the way up into the top three of my favorite shows just because
Wow.
it's I can't really see any flaws with it
Hmm.
because it's just fantastic. It's fantastic. And the romance develops and it actually has like an end point, and it's not like every other romance anime out there that's like they stop at like the first kiss or they stop at hand holding or they like nothing progresses. Yeah, I love it when things progress. And
Right, right.
especially when we get to like end game in like in romance, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like not afraid to talk about like either like stuff like sex or anything like that. And that's why I love Kaguya-sama, especially the manga. The manga is very, very good.
Okay.
And the author is one of my favorite authors. So
They've done like a lot of like they've done a few other things too, right? Like
yeah, Oshinoko. Yeah,
that's right. They
yeah.
they did do that.
Speaking of that, season 2 is starting soon. I can't
Yay.
wait. I can't wait. Tokyo
Wait,
Blade arc.
why can't I find the name of the probably it's under the manga.
Yeah, you have to click on the manga button. The
Then
manga
where's
link.
why isn't it giving me the name of the person?
Should be there. It should be right there, doesn't it?
Oh, there it is, Akasaka.
Yeah. Kasaka Aka or something like that.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
good.
Oshinoko. It's
Yep.
okay.
Can't wait for season 2. It's gonna be so good.
I'm sure
Yeah,
I'm sure
but yeah,
many people
my
will like it.
see that my 3 has been very tame, very tame. I was trying to think out of the box of some shows that I um wouldn't normally do, but it kind of just like fell into place because I would take Kaguya-sama with me wherever, you know.
Right.
It's um it's my favorite. So
That's fair. No, it's a fun one. I really liked what I've watched of it. So,
yeah, because you are very similar to you, Ishigami.
look, I did join his church to be fair. So,
Yeah, you did.
I think I'll need to check. I think I'm still in that subreddit. I don't unless they've kicked me by now because I haven't posted in there for a while. But
No, I don't think they do that.
yeah, I think he was even like a quote I think I had posted somewhere for a while. Trying to remember. Like I want to die, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna go home.
So tell me what your last one is.
So my last one I think is one that just makes sense if you're gonna be on a desert island. Like if you need something like just like to have like something like really practical, you know. So
Okay.
a sleepy princess in the demon castle. I
What?
mean, I feel like I don't even really need to explain this because it's just obvious.
No, 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 no. You got to explain this.
Look,
Sleepy Princess in the Demon Castle? What? I don't. I've never even seen this anime.
you've never. Oh, I feel like I talked about this anime like a ton when it was airing. That was like as previous podcast. Obvious to who's look, guys, it's Sleepy Princess. It's this is like actually like this is an anime like I genuinely enjoy. And the reason I want this one is this is like legitimately like this is like the perfect kind of show to like fall asleep to. Like it's legitimately like a really chill, like calm show because like every episode is just about how I can't remember what her name is, Princess Aurora Suyaris Cialis Cayman. Jeebus. Yeah, Aurora, I guess. Every episode is like just about her like trying to fall asleep and
Yeah,
like kind of just like the hijinks she gets up to along the way. Um,
yeah,
so it's like really cute and wholesome, except for like a lot of like really terrible violent murder that happens. Other than that, super chill, calm show. And, like like every episode ends with like oh yasamina sai. It's like really nice. Like it's a good show to fall
yeah.
asleep to, and you need something to relax you when you're on a desert island. I assume an ASMR anime. Nah, it's definitely not ASMR. But like, there's just like something about like the pacing of the show, and like everything about it's just like when the show is airing weekly. Like I was watching every episode is like my bedtime routine, and I slept super good every time. So I definitely gonna
Oh,
bring this with me for Desert Island because I want something to help me sleep when I'm shivering under my palm leaves. I guess. And
okay. I'll give you that. That it's there for a specific reason.
also, I think season 2 might be coming out. I don't think it was this year, maybe next year. It was announced, so I'm excited for that.
This was a new show, right?
Came out in 2020. so it's new-ish, but yeah,
I
super
think we were
good.
doing deep anime dive at that time.
Yeah, I think this was like one because it was fall 2020, so that was like maybe the first or second like season review we did for that particular show.
Jujutsu Kaisen, Tony Kawaii.
I'm trying to actually remember. This might have been like my top anime of that season. Like honestly,
No, wasn't it? Wasn't it?
I mean, Yukoku no Moriarty was really good too. I was like scanning through now too, just to see.
Kuma Bear.
Oh, was that the same season?
Same season.
Oh, what a banger season that was! Holy crap! Call because Kuma Bear is. I debated like between that one and Maojo de Ayasumi, but I ended up going with Sleepy Princess just because. Although I do love Kuma Bear, but I feel like I talk about that show so much.
Looking through this season, just like glancing through it right now, uh, this was one of the seasons where I only watched 3 shows.
God, there's so many good stuff this season. Or that season. Just like scanning through. That Strike Witch's Road to Berlin. Everyone remembers that show.
No, I don't think anyone does.
I don't even know what Strike Witches is, but they went to Berlin in 2020.
Yeah, yeah, they did apparently. Um,
And watch Neck. That's Gebaud. What the hell is this? Okay, I need to get out of here. Going too far down
so
the rabbit hole.
do you have any honorable mentions? You said you had a couple of others.
Right.
I only watched.
I guess I mentioned like Kuma Bear. I guess for one, that I was also very seriously considering was Great Teacher Onizuka. Just because like it's another like it's 43 episodes, so it's like a bit longer, and it's a really funny show that's also got like a lot of good like character development. There's a lot of fun stuff with it. I mean, honestly, like this would be one I'd probably rather have the manga though than the anime per se.
Yeah.
But it's a great series. Do you have like an honorable mention you want to bring up?
Uh, Honorable mention. Oh my goodness, I can't really think. Um, Besides something like To Loveru, just for an etchy one, or High School DxD. Can't believe I'm actually saying that out of my mouth.
Yeah.
but like one of those two, or a different etchy one. I don't remember many etchy ones. They all kind of blend together.
I mean, they literally are all the same stuff.
Yeah, trying to think of something that's like a harem in my mind, but the only ones that come up are the good ones that I like.
I mean, that's fair.
I was considering Free Ren, but Free Ren isn't complete yet.
I
The
thought the season finished.
season did finish, but once everything's animated,
Was that not the
then I
whole
would.
manga?
No, it wasn't.
Pe-
Manga's still ongoing.
Why are people trying to get me to watch something if it's not even finished? What's up with this?
Yes, because the anime is kind of finished.
I mean, it's only got a 9.36. It's only ranked number 1. Like,
It's only ranked number 1, which it should be. And I kind of want to. You know what I want to have one of these days
hmm,
is a talk about like the top anime in my anime list, because I want to go on a rant. Okay,
about all the
I've been
really
saying
excellent selections they have. Yeah.
no. I've been saving this one rant that's uh it's a really hot take.
A hot take?
The Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is really overrated.
What makes you say that?
That's my extremely hot take.
Man, I think
Because
you're
the
gonna
last
start fights with everybody in the chat.
Because the last time when I watched it, it wasn't as good as when I watched it when I like first got into anime.
Sure. I mean,
It's
I
it's
yeah,
it's great. It's a great starter. But like once you've seen like so many other like good stuff, it starts to like dull like what you've seen. And
hmm,
maybe it's just me being jaded of like I've seen so much anime over the years that I've seen the good stuff and stuff like that. So when I went back last year, I did rewatch it recently. It was last year.
right,
Um, and it was really good, mind you. It was really good. But I don't know, it was missing something for me. It was really missing something.
right. I mean,
But yeah, this is like a whole different conversation because it's kind of like some reasons, and I have to like think it out and like write it down. But
right.
um,
I mean, I guess
yeah,
my quick thoughts. I actually just barely watched this last year too because everyone finally made me watch it. Um, is that it is like a foundational anime. I think you're right. Where it's like a really good starter, and it's like the problem with the foundational anime is that um, every other anime thereafter kind of takes from it a little bit. Like because anime is like very iterative and derivative, and
yes,
so that's why like a lot of these like old school shows that like were so massive at the time kind of don't age super well just because like if you see newer shows and you go back to those older ones, you're like, well, I feel like I've already seen this because there's like seven other shows have done like something very, very similar.
yes,
It's like going back to
kind of.
Cowboy Bebop or
Yeah,
even like
yeah. I was just about to bring
Evangelion
that up. Yeah, 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 yeah,
because like so many other shows have like kind of done those same threads or those same kinds of characters.
yeah,
And so it and not that those other shows have like done it better necessarily, but just like the originality of it is kind of lost when you go back to that first one where like well, it's like I mean Love Hina is another really good example because that's like one of the original harem shows, and now that show is like so tropey because of all those other harem shows that copied it. Even though technically
yeah,
Love Hina was a fully original show at the time it came out, it just
yeah, yeah.
feels like so generic now.
Yeah, that's so true. Because I remember watching it and I was like, "This is Love Hina," and
Yeah,
I
'cause
was
it's
like,
like a
"Oh,
legendary one. Like
yeah." So yeah, I it's not like I don't hate the show or anything like that. I love Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. It's great. It it does have some flaws, um, but it doesn't hit as hard as it did very beginning. And I
hmm,
completely agree with you with what you said, like Cowboy Bebop and all this other stuff. Um, but yeah, I agree. I agree, Cartoon. They'll always be loved. Like the nostalgia glasses in a lot of shows really like blinds you from a lot of things. And yeah, like I know some of the shows that I like, I kind of had those nostalgic goggles on, even though that they
right,
are pretty bad shows, you know?
sure,
Like Clannad, for instance. I really like Clannad, but it is kind of the story that's like outside of the relationships and stuff like that
hmm,
is kind of so. It's like magic sickness and stuff like that, and you have to kind of like suspend your disbelief. And I remember the first time when I watched that, I thought it was like a 10 out of 10 show. It's fantastic. Then after like rewatching, I was like, those nostalgia glasses would come off. I
yeah,
don't know. Maybe it's just me getting old. I think it's me getting old.
no, that can't be right.
I think it is. I think it is.
But but yeah, I mean that would be like a fast like I mean I do like the idea of like going through the top like their top 100 list or whatever, top 50, whatever. I think that could be fun to do sometime. And then
Yeah.
also just like talking about like nostalgia, I think could be fun too.
Yeah, it's a good topic to cover because there's just like how much should you like weigh opinions on nostalgia?
Right. I
And
mean,
that goes
it's,
into like a whole other thing too, like um stuff of like about this is completely off topic, but like Nintendo and they're like banking on nostalgia. It's kind of like their
oh yeah.
primary selling factor.
No, yeah. I mean, considering the like, it's still like the same three series from like makes like the majority of their money. So yeah, they absolutely, that's like their whole like setup at this point.
Yeah.
God, yeah,
But
geez,
yeah,
so
they'll
that
get
movie's
they'll
like
get,
super meta. But anyway, sorry.
yeah, like I think yeah, there is really isn't any other ones that I would talk about for this genre, I guess.
Sure.
Um there are some other shows like that I would be interested in putting in this list that we're making right now for um what I'd bring to a desert island.
Sure.
But I think a lot of the ones that I would want to put on haven't finished yet or haven't like gotten to a stable conclusion yet for me
Hmm.
to actually put it on.
That's fair.
So
That's understandable. Like, and that's kind of like for me too. Like there's a couple of shows I've really enjoyed, but they're technically not finished yet.
yeah.
So, because I do love Dangers of My Heart, but that series is not over. I do love The Duke of Death and His Maid, but that show's also not finished. Well, I think season 3 is starting soon. I think it was this year, and that might potentially be the conclusion, depending on how things go. But anyway, anime is pretty cool though. I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
watching it
yeah.
sometimes.
On
Yeah,
occasions,
yeah.
never.
No, I mean,
Only
I'll
when forced to.
no. I honestly, I'm gonna be watching anime more often. Probably. I mean, like even like this week, I think I want to start like implementing some stuff, and because
You
I've
missed
got.
like all of last season and this season too.
I mean, I honestly have. It's unfortunate. I've just like I've been so bad at like figuring like how to manage my time. Like I feel like there's just been so many things like I'm trying to get done, and I'm not very good at like doing things efficiently. Like I feel like I could be doing things like much faster with like the same level of quality to them if I just like was a little more diligent and focused. But it's
Yeah.
definitely a skill I'm trying to learn.
Hmm.
Keywords occasionally. G sort of sticking with Girls Last Tour. Yeah, Girls Last Tour is definitely a show that happened.
Oh, dude, next season is the Fat Elf.
The Fat. Oh, I am watching that one. The freaking what was that called? But yeah, that because I actually having read the first couple of volumes of the manga, I need to I need to further I need to watch the anime for sure.
Elf can't be on a diet. Is that what it's that's
It's something like that. It's some stupid thing. Like but like and that shows like that show's coming out at the perfect times. It's gonna give me perfect motivation.
plus size elf?
Plus
Plus
size.
size elf.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what's that's
This might be a shock to folks, but I don't think that show's gonna be like terribly sensitive to to people with
I
weight
can't
issues.
I can't wait to see the Twitter threads.
Oh man, like I mean, I think for me, like this is a total tangent. Like the very worst show in terms of like terrible morals and like presentation of things is Fruit of Evolution, which is a terrible isekai from a few years back, where
Yep.
literally the story of that anime, like the actual like written moral of the story of that anime, is that nobody likes you until you're handsome.
Oh
And
boy.
that's the entire thing. It's all about how nobody likes the main character until he magically becomes handsome, and he gathers up a harem of girls that are super ugly until he magically makes them beautiful, and then they
Hmm.
love him for making them beautiful. And it's like so shallow. It's so incredibly shallow. Um,
Why
but
am I a
yeah,
little reminded of Tomozaki?
I mean Tomozaki. I mean, I think Tomozaki was a much more. I don't know, that one didn't come from such like a cynical place. I feel like it had a lot more going on to it with it. In my opinion, I love Tomozaki though, so I have a bias.
I dropped Tomozaki.
That's a shame. Season two.
Season two was not jiving with me.
I haven't seen season two, so I can't say. Hatun says pretty privilege. It's a double P. But anyway, so plus size elf is definitely going to be an experience. Um,
Dude, there's the Near Automata anime.
oh boy, I can't wait to skip that one.
Anyway, oh, this is the one I want to see. I want to see. It's called um the English title.
Isekai Suicide
I
Squad next week.
Ayla
What the
Ayla
hell?
sometimes hides her feelings in Russian. That's the
Oh,
one I
that one
want to
looks
see.
really silly.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't turn out like that one anime with the what was that one that I showed you that had the really cool camera angles, but the
Oh,
main
the
character
girl I
was just
like
so bad.
forgot her
Oh,
glasses.
show was so bad. I
That
could I could I could not stand after episode. I didn't watch past episode one because I couldn't stand the main character.
no, yeah, I've watched enough like anime at this point. Like I'm pretty resistant to secondhand cringe, but holy
Yeah,
cow, that show was bad. Like
it was so bad.
there's like this. I can't believe this guy's like a functioning human. Whoa, no way.
What?
My wife has no emotions getting an anime next season. That's like my
Oh yeah,
favorite manga of all time.
my wife has no emissions. I remember hearing about that one.
God, that one's gonna be good.
Yeah, but will you
That's
watch it or will you not have time?
I'll find a way to watch it. Oh, we can watch the VTuber anime. Why don't we watch that one together instead of Free Run? I don't hear anyone saying
Anyway,
no.
anyway,
There's gonna be some good stuff next season.
I'm like having a glance at five here at fall, and I'm
Hmm.
like, oh no, I'm gonna be forced down the Sword Art Online rabbit hole again.
Oh, you love that rabbit hole. You lived there for so long.
No, I don't want to live there anymore. I want to leave.
Ah, it's gonna be so good. Maybe. I mean, ReZero season three's happening. You like that
Oh,
one?
yeah, I really.
They'll cancel each other out, and it'll end up being okay.
Look, Natsume Eugene show. Oh, I mean,
Wow, that's coming back.
Natsume.
Wow,
Yeah,
seventh season. What happened to the other six? Was I not paying attention?
look. Okay, here's my thoughts on Natsume Eugene show. Okay, Natsume's friends.
Mm-hmm.
It was good for like the first four seasons, and then nothing ever happened
Neat.
in the season. And I kept on getting annoyed because I'm like, this world is interesting, but there's no conflict. There's like nothing. There's nothing, and I kept on getting frustrated. Like, why isn't there conflict in this anime? And so I quit. And I was like, I'm not watching any more of this.
That's fair. Toon says no, get a better model. Nier is almost just straight title robot anime. Actually, G Silver,
You,
that's true. I will say Nier is almost as good as straight title robot anime.
speaking of a new model,
Mm-hmm.
have you like looked into getting a new model yet, or
I mean, I've been researching like artists that can do it. It's just the price point is it's
the price
problematic.
point hasn't gone down yet?
Well, I mean, like it's gone down, but like it's also like in terms of like finding like someone's like that's like truly like qualified for doing it. Like it's still pricey because like those people are still busy.
Yeah.
And so it's like if I want to get like an actual like better model than what I have, it would probably cost quite a bit and also take several months because there's such a waiting list for so many of them. Like unless anybody knows somebody that does models, but
Yeah, you should. I wouldn't give up. I would keep looking. And maybe do get on a list. Maybe
right.
because getting on a list would be a great thing to do.
Yeah, I mean it's also just I gotta figure out my budget to see like what I can really afford, like realistically.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I do want to get a new model. I definitely need to just so I can actually finally start doing more fun things with it. But you know, someday.
Yeah, one day. Well, that was a lot.
Yeah,
I think we covered all the bases for this topic.
yeah, this is fun.
Yeah, it was nice talking about anime, talking about some of the next season too. Next season's looking to be good. This season's
Yeah,
been really good so far, so
right. Pretty pleased.
yep.
So, well, cool. I think that we'll probably just call it here then for today. But thanks everyone for hanging out and talking about anime. Zyga's still taking psychic damage from Gray's take. I had good takes today.
Oh
I
no, I'm out of it right now because I still can't believe the takes. Like haven't
I
even seen Lord of the Rings.
I was on my
Like
best behavior. I don't know what I could have done better for you, Zyga.
could have watched Lord of the Rings when it came out.
It's so long.
Those movies were like the greatest thing that ever happened to me as a kid when they came out.
I think
Well,
I've
not
actually fallen asleep
as a
for
teenager.
one of them.
Oh, how can you fall asleep during something?
I think it
I
was.
can
I mean, it
never
was the
fall
first one
asleep
to be
during
fair. I think the
a
first one's
show.
super boring, but
I don't know if it's me or is it if it's just like something inside of me, but I cannot fall asleep if I've never seen the show before.
really,
Yeah,
man,
I
that
have
seems
to
like
watch it from beginning to end, and I can't fall asleep.
that
But if
seems like a
I've like seen
superpower.
it before, but if I've like seen it before, like um like multiple times, like multiple viewings, like if I've seen it like so many times, it's like ingrained into me. Yeah, I can fall asleep to it. If it's like second time, third time, I can't fall asleep.
Hmm, interesting.
Yeah.
Well, fair enough, I suppose. See, I have like I've developed a pretty strong habit of like I just like fall asleep listening to podcasts these days because having the drone of like voices in my ear helps me sleep. And so I'm pretty sure that there's like a whole podcast I listen to, or like I think half the episodes I haven't actually listened to because I've fallen asleep partway through. and then I can't bother to figure out where it was I fell asleep and finish the episode. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, podcasting I can understand. But like story stuff. Because like I think part of me is like want to know where the story's going and all that.
Right. Yeah, and
Like me, just like yesterday, I was watching Toradora, rewatching Toradora,
how to find out what
and
happens.
yep, I couldn't fall asleep because I had to I had to see what happens, even though I have seen what happens like
Right.
4 or 5 times or something
It's
like
like,
that, and I
will they,
couldn't fall
won't
asleep.
they? What's gonna happen?
No, it's just I love the moments, like certain moments that happen.
That's fair. But I know. Well, cool, cool. I think this was a pretty fun episode. Zyga, thanks for the excellent idea. We'll let
Yeah.
you come back for next episode.
I was like, I was also like, um, trying to refrain from saying Angel Next Door
Yeah.
because of how much I've watched Angel Next Door and on the background.
Yeah.
That's one I could fall asleep to because I've seen it so many times because I have it on my second screen sometimes because I'm so terrible.
Yeah, I've heard you like that one.
Yeah, I like the books. I like the books, but and I like the anime as a audiobook.
That's fair. What about season 2?
Season two's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming.
It has an
It's
unknown
coming.
duration.
I'm hoping it comes out in fall.
Right.
Praying. I'm praying.
It's possible. Depends on how good of a person you've been this year. If the heavens decide you get it.
I think what we've learned today is kind of what Hatun said is that my takes are good, and then you had one good take.
I had some pretty sweet takes.
But
Like,
none of your takes can make up for the Shadowbringer slander.
I haven't even slandered it today. I've been
No,
on my
you
best
did. You did.
behavior.
No, you did. I remember. I heard.
I said no such new slander. I've only said previous slanders I've already stated. Doesn't count. The same slander doesn't count twice. I can't. It's like you
No.
can't be like charged for the same crime twice. You know?
Yes, yes, you can.
No, no, no.
In the land of takes, yes.
I hereby vote that I be absolved of all responsibility for things I've said more than 12 hours ago.
No.
My vote counts for 90% of the vote. I would also like to make that part of the vote. Denied? No.
Part
Can
of
we?
me is just like when like you finish Dawn Trail, I'll, this is my prediction, okay?
Mm-hmm.
For Hatun and Lala, if you're still there, this is my prediction. He's gonna like Dawn Trail so much more than the entirety of like the Heideland Zodiac saga.
I mean, I doubt I could dislike it more, so
Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
I think he'll like it more.
I mean, if it like returns to the roots like Realm Reborn, like 'cause that's still definitely been the best expansion I've played, so if it's more like that, then we'll be in good hands.
Yeah, I well I don't know. I haven't partook in it yet.
I mean,
I
actually, you know
can't
what?
really tell.
I can tell you right now, I'm gonna like Doncho more just because it's not gonna have Ascians in it. Like
We
that
know of
alone.
that we
That
know of.
no. I'm vetoing Emmett. He's getting isekai'd. He can't come back to my source.
Oh my goodness.
He
Stop. Just stop. Okay. Stop. Time to stop.
no.
Emmett is like the best villain in Final Fantasy.
That is so false. That's so
No, it's
unbelievably
so true.
untrue.
It's so true.
I don't think he could be farther down my list of like
Oh,
like quality villains like this in the entire series, not just
the
14.
entire series. The entire
No,
series. I,
that's
I I played all of them except for 7 and 9, and that is my opinion.
that's so like so can't no. Also, why does Jarek show up just in time to hear us talking about 14?
Yeah, the bad takes are just overflowing, and it's really hard. Every day that I hear you say something about bringers is the day that I'm like, why did I show up this game?
You like 6 years of like nearly daily being like, "Hey, you should play 14. I think you'll like it." I've just shoved it back the boy Emmett. Jarek did like your sixth sense like go off. And you're like, "Wait, he's talking about Emmett. I must defend." Like,
Everyone in the Final Fantasy 14 player base. Okay.
there's like they sense a disturbance in the force. Does everybody like
Yes.
Emmett that much? Like, I really don't get it.
Everyone likes Emmett that much. I'm not even joking
That's
you.
so. That's like such an alien thought. Like, I can't imagine why he's likable. I truly like not even like joking. I can't fathom like what could be likable about him.
Because
He's
he's
so
well written.
terrible. He's
He's well
not.
written. Oh my goodness.
Every
You need
time
to
like
reread.
like I don't want to hate on the voice actor. But like every time that he opens his mouth, I'm so
All
angry.
right, all
Like
right, all right, all right. We're not talking about this right now. We're not talking about this right now. I'll get heated. I'll get heated. I swear. Everyone else will get really heated. So let's back away from this conversation.
anyway, it was fun talking about anime.
So what will you be doing the rest of the week?
Tomorrow, anime night. We're finishing Space Dandy, watching Nichijou. Friday, playing Lies of P. Saturday, we might be finishing Elden Ring. We're in the final area, so if we can just beat the stupid beast cleric or whatever that guy's name is, I think we're gonna be.
Uh,
I think he's
Beast Cleric,
like
Beast
Farah
Clergyman.
Missoula. Like he turns into like some I can't remember what his other name is in Phase 2. He's like the Black Blade or something.
Malekith.
Malekith, yeah.
Malekith, the Black.
Yeah, so he's been a bit of a holdup, but he's not nearly as bad as Melanie. What was her name?
Malenia.
That's what it was. Yeah, she's been the worst, but I think we'll be able to get this other guy
Yeah,
not
but
too bad.
wouldn't it not be bad
I don't
because
always die
you're
first.
like playing as a group?
It
Malenia's AI is pretty easy to uh, destroy if you're in a group.
I mean, our 10 hours of attempts would say otherwise, but sure, Zyga.
Wait, really?
Yeah, we like two full streams fighting Melania.
I may have to go look.
And we only beat her because she glitched and got stuck in the arena.
Oh,
And
that's you should have killed yourselves right there.
after 10 hours, I was okay with it, honestly.
No, no, no. Underhanded. Underhanded.
I mean, she cheats too. She steals health.
That's not cheating.
No, here's the thing: is like because with the way the mod was broken, is she stole health back even after you were dead.
Oh
And it's
yeah,
like if she
that's
slashed the spot where like the body was, she got health back.
not a mod. That's in the actual game.
Well, either way, that's cheating. Like getting health back from something that can't do anything about it, and like even like minutes later, if you just like happen to hit the same area, get health back. That's
There's
busted.
still blood on the ground, so he's stealing blood. So your corpse
uh,
still has blood in it.
it's cheating, but regardless.
Okay, Elden Ring on Saturday, and then
And
Sunday.
then Sunday will be more Final Fantasy 14, everyone's favorite. We're gonna we're gonna build a Talos and drag Vothri back down to Earth.
Cool, cool. Getting to the end.
Yeah, I think we'll probably finish up Shadowbringers another like month and a half or so.
Yeah, and we're almost getting close to the Elden Ring DLC too, so you'll be able to do the Elden Ring DLC when it comes out.
It is one of the things like it's like we almost might as well because I think we'll be finishing Elden Ring by the time that comes out. I guess it depends like if we're all gonna be willing to buy the DLC when it releases though, because it's gonna be like $40. I can't imagine it's gonna go on sale super terribly quick.
Yeah, it's kind of expensive.
The Phantom to a Lalafell.
Yeah, apparently you have to do that now.
No, I think Jen left the chat already. There's no one here to force me to do that. So weird. Suddenly I feel no obligation. Anyway, let's go ahead and get out of here. But yeah, them's the plans for the next week or so. And then
All
next
right,
Tuesday
cool.
will be not anime podcasting probably, unless we do anime podcast.
No, we won't be able to do it.
Won't be able to do it according to the boss.
Yeah, next week.
So it'll just be me and you together at last, chat. We'll have such fun together.
Why does that sound like a threat?
I have such sights to show you. Anyway,
That was a threat. I clearly heard the malice in there. The deep rooted malice.
but no, it'll be a good time. Kimochi Wadui. That's so rude, Attune. It's family friendly fun.
Uh-huh.
We here at the Grayson and Allen channel believe in the 3 F's of success.
I swear that this podcast 9 out of 10 times, actually 10 out of 10 times,
It's
ends with me just face palming and you just saying like ridiculous takes at the
no,
end, and then
it's not
me
true.
just me I'm like face palming the entire time. I swear it's been every episode.
No, I watch good anime. I believe it.
Sure you do.
Anyway, we'll go ahead and get out of here.
I'll pat you on the back, give you a cookie, and say, "Yeah, you did. You have
Thanks.
good taste."
Aw, thanks. I got such a good friend. So anyway, we'll call it here. Thanks everyone for hanging out.
Yeah, thanks.
That meme of the guy with the cigarette face palming.
Thanks for having me again.
Yeah, it's fun to chat with you twice a month.
Yep, twice a month.
Maybe even three
I do
times
it.
if we.
I do it more often, but right now I'm kind of like in this weird period with my job. Nothing
Yeah,
really much to
you're working like
do
70
about.
hours a week.
Yeah, and my schedule is being pretty volatile at the moment because of all this training I have to do. So
Right. Yeah, I mean, thanks for making time when you can.
yeah, no problem. I always like doing this podcast because it like allows me to get my thoughts out there and makes me want to watch anime more because I've
Hmm.
been struggling to watch some shows and it's hard for me to keep my attention sometimes. So this keeps it rooted pretty well. So I like that.
There you go. Cool. Well, thank you.
Yeah, no
Always good to
problem.
have you. But all
Yeah,
right, I think it's
it's gonna be
get
here.
definitely getting late enough, so we'll be heading out. But thanks everyone for joining. We will catch you in the future.
All right, see
Uh,
you later.
good night.
Good night. Goodbye.